When I think of video gaming as a whole, there are really two camps of people. The first group won't really play games competitively, they'll play them just for fun, and they'll usually play loads and loads of different games. The second camp, however, will play games more competitively and will usually focus on playing one game a lot, whilst playing only a few other games on the side. Now, League of Legends is a massive game. Even if you're a non-competitive player, if your only goal in a game is to try out every single champion at least one time, that would still take you more than 60 hours, assuming a normal game takes about half an hour. Now, it's natural to take breaks when you're doing something for this long, and today I want to talk to you about some other games that are still really fun in my opinion, games that I enjoy. That can also help you make you better at League basically, or not better at League, but have transferable skills that you can sort of apply to your own League games. Now, ultimately, the best way to get good at League is going to be playing League itself, but I think you might enjoy some of these games anyway. Now, the first game on my list is going to be Age of Empires 2. Age of Empires 2 is a 17-year-old game, but it stood the test of time and people still play it today, and even has an active competitive community with an ELO rating system, so if you're looking for another competitive game to play, Age of Empires 2 is really a lot of fun. The premise of the game is basically a medieval real-time strategy game, with different objectives depending on what game mode you want to play. But it's all about building a big town, building up an army, and then going to war with other factions. Now you may ask, like, how can this really help me in my League play? But honestly, this game does have a lot of skills that can be transferred to League of Legends. Most importantly, it's the skill of basically being able to control all your units and looking at loads of different things on the screen at the same time. If you have the ability to look at 8 or 9 things, or keep track of like 7 or 8 things at the same time, this is going to make you a lot better in your team fights in League of Legends. If you can see that Yasuo wind wall coming, if you can see that Mogbind coming at you, and you can dodge all these things simultaneously, that's going to make you a really strong player mechanically in team fights. So I think it's a really fun game and a really good way to improve your basically map awareness and your basically personal awareness in team fights. Now the second game on the list is going to be Osu. Now this is one of the games on the list that I have pretty minimal experience with, and that honestly I'm pretty bad at. If you don't know, Osu is basically a precision rhythm-based clicker game, where you have to click and drag your mouse to different parts of the screen in time with the music to get the highest score. Now it would be easy to say that this is really good if you're an ADC for orb walking, but honestly I don't think that's true. I think what this game is really good for is if you've got a new mouse or if you've got a new DPI setting on your mouse. This is a really good game for getting used to that new setting. And then obviously when you get back into your League games, when you're more used to your mouse and your mouse control, hopefully you'll make less misclicks than minions, you'll make less misclicks in the tower, just less misclicks and better mechanical play really. Now the third game I'm going to talk about, some of you might disagree with, but that is going to be World of Warcraft. And when I say World of Warcraft, I don't mean leveling up and playing socially. If you get to the top level of that game and you start doing raiding, it's actually really important to be able to dodge all the abilities that are coming at you, and it makes you really think about where the fire is going to land and how you can basically move around while still doing the best DPS. Now obviously it's very easy to draw parallels between raiding and playing like a mage or an ADC or something in team fights, because you do have to dodge around, move around, dodge your skill shots, get out the Morgana fire and do the best DPS you can whilst doing all of this. It makes you very aware of your surroundings. And even though in World of Warcraft you're not necessarily fighting other players, the same skills apply. Now you may have thought Age of Empires sounded really old when I suggested you play that game, but this one is definitely a lot older than Age of Empires. And when I say a lot older, I mean about 1500 years older. And I'm talking about a board game, and that game is going to be chess. Now if there's one role in the game that people often compare to chess, it's jungle. A good chess player will keep track not only of his own pieces, but also of the enemy chess pieces, and make the best move accordingly. He won't be afraid to take trades, as long as those trades go in his favour, and honestly, this is what being a jungler is all about. If you can make a good play on the map, even if something bad happens on the other side of the map, if you can get a good trade, you're going to basically win the game. Now I don't have a specific 5th game on my list, and that's because I've got basically a thought through it, you guys. I think the 5th game that you should play if you want to get better at League is something non-competitive where you can just chill out. If you get tilted, what you should do is basically switch game or literally just turn off League altogether and go and do something else, because playing tilted is just not gonna be good for you. You're not gonna learn anything. If you're playing ranked, you're just gonna lose points. Playing tilted is not good. So it's really good to have another non-competitive game that won't frustrate you, that you can go away and play and just chill out on. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you again for another video.